It's a completely live show. The first show of the season, of course, what we're segueing into here, is called, it's got an overall title that we think originated by an individual production, I don't know, a couple of decades ago, called 1959 Pink Thunderbird. That is not a formal title that the author James McClure ever gave it. I think it got invented to tie these two one-acts together as a single presentation and market it as a single presentation. So that overall title has sort of stuck with it over the years. The play, though, what it really is two one-act plays. One is called Laundry and Bourbon, the other one is called Lone Star. They are meant as companion pieces, so the playwright James McClure wrote them with the intent that they would be presented together or in some sort of coordination with one another. And what you find within those plays is that that they are tied together by story, by plot, by the characters. Who they're talking about are people we see later in the second script, in the first one, and so on. Both have a similarity in that the main characters, or what might be considered the main characters, Elizabeth in the first play, Laundry and Bourbon, Roy in the second play with Lone Star, are grappling with sudden revelations that are made to them within the context of the play itself, that have them sort of in the quandary of trying to reassess how they feel about the gossip that they've heard, the people that are involved. Are they able and willing to accept that information and still care about and love the person who is being talked about? A really great piece. Fantastic opportunity for actors to really sort of get a nice one-act chunky role and turn some really realistic performance out of it. And it's a piece that we're having a lot of fun with. We had just a great opportunity in our casting process, which was done in a very interesting way. We don't usually do interview auditions here, but we did just to keep people separated from one another. We had the turnout. We had the people that we needed. Both myself and the other director, Jennifer Kafka-Smith, were very pleased with the opportunity to give these roles exactly the people that we knew would be up to the challenge of them. So we have in Laundry and Bourbon, Sharon Hers is playing Elizabeth, and then Jen Friedman is playing Hattie, and Melissa McGlynn is playing Ellen Sue, I think her name is. Yeah, see, I direct the other play, so I can't always remember the names of the characters. And then in Lone Star, Paul Caramardella, who's actually on staff here, is playing Roy, and Brad Chairs is playing Ray, and then Brian Whitaker is playing Cletus. So it's just a great group of people who are really up to this challenge. Yeah, it's been a challenge, which, by the way, just as you were asking that question, it popped into my head that Ellen Sue was a character in a different play that for whatever reason was popping into my mind. Amy Lee is the name of the character that Melissa's playing, so I just want to make that correction. Sorry, Melissa. Sorry, Jennifer. But we do believe, though, that we can potentially plan for late year live audience situations in the house area. However, in the course of making those plans, we have alternate titles that we've selected so that if we have to stream like we're doing with this play, then we are in a position to not have to scramble for material. So the plan has been essentially to plan two different seasons that are all going to happen within the same year. One is if things are getting better and eventually do get better, and the other is if things never get better. So having said that, what we're announcing from a marketing standpoint and from a PR standpoint is the shows that we expect we will put on the stage for a live audience, and we will only go to those alternate titles if it becomes necessary some point later on this year. Having said that, so Laundry and Bourbon and Lone Star, 1959 Pink Thunderbird, is the opening show for the season that runs April 30th, May 1st, 7th, and 8th. It's an 8 p.m. start. You buy tickets on our website, and it gives you access to the night that you've chosen to watch the show.